Good evening, YouTube. Such a beautiful day, I thought I'd get the old tractors out. This is the latest edition, the Farmall H. Had to do some maintenance on that today. Get her running. She's a little smoky, but she runs. And the old John Deere BN, that narrow front end. And then the Case VAC. And then the Case VA, and don't mind the no grill. It's getting a little body work because previous owner had either something fall on it or whatever, but they beat the hell out of the grill, and it's down at the shop, and I'm straightening that. And the tractor that started them all, the little Farmall Cub. Picked this up in up by Redding, California, from a little old lady who was unfortunately going into a rest home, and her husband bought this, she thought 50 something years ago at least, and it hadn't ran in the last 30. Motor was frozen, but you know, good old Marvel Mr. Oil and a little bit of elbow grease and turning the motor over slowly, not to break a ring. But it runs great now. It actually runs really, really good. Yeah, these are my play toys up here in beautiful Northern California, out on our 10-acre property. We've been in this property for 9 months, and we're doing a lot of cleanup, and we've just been working non-stop. But yeah, I just wanted to show everybody my vintage tractors, my playthings, as I say. I did use that Case VAC in the little half-acre garden this year with the disc and the spring tooth harrow. Great little tractor. Not to exclude my workhorses. I say workhorses, but that little John Deere mini skid, best $700 I ever spent. And then of course my big Ford Blue diesel tractor. That thing is a beast, and it just works. Such a great tractor. But circa 1965, and the skid steer's circa 1975. So they're kind of vintage, but not really. And I got some hot rods, my girl's hot rod in the back, and our Willys. But we're gonna take a little walk up here, and I'll show you what I did with the tractors in the garden. And I believe my girl is up there planting strawberries or planting something. And our little chickies. This is an old olive orchard. And there was the last tenants. We bought this on a foreclosure, and the last people left a lot of mess, and we've been hauling a lot of garbage out. And there's my tow truck and a little Volkswagen. There's my Model T truck, my little Ford tractor. There's our Streamline and our little boat and our little canned ham. And our house we are in the middle of remodel on. Not that that has anything to do with the video, but we were walking up. And there's our dog Hank. Say hi, Hank. Hi, Hank. And our other little dog, Axel. And this redhead out here would be the missus. Say hello.
Who am I saying hi to?
We are on YouTube. She is quite the green thumb planter. Smile for the camera. Oh, come on. It's YouTube. And it's the tractor channel.
And so, I look like this. That's awesome.
I bet her shirt's really cool. Show what that shirt says. To plant is to believe in tomorrow. And it says, what does it say down there? Her Case IH. And she's doing, what are you doing here?
I'm mapping out my...
You're mapping out what? But what's it going to be?
My veggie and fruit garden.
Her veggie and fruit. So what's going to go in the front bales?
I haven't gotten that far.
She hasn't gotten that far. And have you decided what's going in the back bales?
No. I'm just getting them ready for what I think it's going to be squash.
Squash. There's some strawberries there getting ready.
Zucchini. The strawberries are going in the ground. some tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
I'm gonna do strawberries, like if they have a design layout.
Gotcha.
So strawberries are going out. Maybe some tomatoes down the middle.
We got-
Artichoke in the center on display.
Artichoke on display. And our ranch dog, Hank. Huh, Hank?
So,
And Axel. Say hi, Axel.
but these lines are all crooked thanks to your amazing tractor skills.
So she's, but here's the field I ripped up, and it used to look all like that. But this is we are city folk who have now moved out to the country, and we are not farmers by any means. We are learning. We are not experts. Do not take any of our advice. We started our first couple rows of corn, planting some sweet corn, and they're just kind of peeking out there. And the plan is to plant every 2 weeks. So they're 2 weeks apart. Oh, it looks like we got some of them. Maybe the frost got them the other night. Darn it. But at any rate, yeah, so every 2 weeks we'll plant a couple more rows until we have about, I'm thinking I'm going to do 20 rows of 50. And the plan with this whole thing is, we're probably in over our heads, is to grow all this really big garden, and have all these different fruits and vegetables and corn and whatever. And we're going to use that old 1926 Model TT truck to drive it downtown to the local farmer's market and sell off the back of the truck. Well, I think I've showed you guys enough. I'll have more videos coming up. I know that the channel says Flathead's Garage, and I do have a hot rod shop, and I haven't really shown too much of the hot rod shop. And she just broke another nail trying to garden up what we've already done. Anyway, say goodbye. And this is Tracy, by the way. She's all looking somewhere else. But I'll have more updates as we go. But yes, this is our labor of love. This place was a disaster. And it's still a disaster, but we are working our way through it. And hopefully, in the next, about a year from now, that will be all brand new. All done. The contractors have been working since January. There's a better shot of some vintage stuff. And just so you guys know, a Flathead's Garage. This is not my garage. This is just my where I park my Model A that I'm building that maybe someday I'll finish. But Flathead powered Model A Roadster. Little 36 Ford Model CX. And some cool vintage sun equipment. And the gas pumps. And all that. Anyway, YouTube, if I bored you, I apologize. I just wanted to show you some of the tractors and whatnot, and that will be our, I got to get back on that. If I'm going to use that, I better get that roof finished and get the right hood and get that thing on the road. Believe it or not, it's a non-op. The thing runs like a champ. But there they are, back in the field. All right, YouTube, take care. Bye.